Hi everybody, and welcome to the third episode of Struggle of the Juggle. In this little video, I'm just going to give you a quick update on how I'm progressing, things I'm struggling with, things I'm getting better at, and then just in general my actual thought process. So, quite simply, I suppose at the start I was struggling with trying to figure out work, and I know I captured that in the last video, but getting to work and getting to college. What I kind of felt I didn't cover very well, and what I did struggle with is actually, getting to the pace of the class very quickly. Actually looking at and thinking about, what do I need to do for this class? What do I need to do for this week? How do I prepare? How do I actually break down what I'm reading? How do I understand what I'm being taught? And I suppose, quite honestly, I felt a little bit out of my depth. Going back to college after 4 years is actually quite tough. And having, I suppose, studied a small bit of academic content while I was doing my undergraduate. This is just a whole different ball game, and it's not something I suppose I was entirely comfortable with in my undergraduate, which is something I'm having to become very comfortable with very quickly doing the masters. So just finding the time, fitting the time in around my own life, my own work, and just making sure that I'm reading the actual content and getting the right message out of it, understanding the arguments that are being made or the opinions that are being put across, and just also then critically analysing that within my own mindset, with the way I view things, with my own perspective, my own my own opinion. But that needs to be critically fleshed out. Things I am getting better at is conveying my thoughts. My actual thought process around trying to break down arguments, or actually while trying to build an argument. Listening, it's something I think I'm getting a little bit stronger at as a result of being in college. So because we're naturally, I suppose, surrounded by other people who are doing a master's, a lot of people with a lot of expertise. I know people think it's a bit silly because I work as a consultant, so I work with a lot of experts, but sometimes it's just a different environment. You want to hear the other person's opinion and understand where they're coming from in a different industry, and you have to get along in class. You're going to spend 2 years together, and it's just, from my perspective, it's just a little bit different, and I am getting better at listening. I suppose self-leadership and pushing myself forward and giving myself a little bit of structure. So what I find good is I'm actually identifying the things I'm doing wrong, and then I'm actually addressing them, so in a very structured way. So to make sure I do things, I need to be a little bit more methodical, so I need to put stuff in a calendar, so I constantly forget things. So I stick it in my calendar and work, therefore it pops up, reminds me I need to do it. I allocate time to day, just on my lunchtime or whatever, if I need to do a reading. And then what I do is in the evenings, I'd stick a reminder in my calendar so it pops up on my phone to say, you need to do X, Y, and Z. And then my actual time management is getting a lot better, so I'm using my time better. As I said, like my lunch break, if I can do a reading on my laptop, or print it out and read through it, I'll do it on my lunch break. And equally, while I'm on the train on the way into college, I'll refresh myself with what we've done, and I take little notes. So when I'm doing my readings, I take little notes on post-its and I just put it on the front of it, just what I was thinking at that given point in time. And when I'm actually doing readings, I kind of brainstorm, just put the little knowledge or argument statement in the middle, and then just brainstorm off it. So all the different sections I read, I take down the different bits that I find relevant, or that maybe what I'm thinking of at the time. Finding it really, really helpful for remembering and actually framing my thoughts. So I suppose how my thought process, and I'll finish up on this piece, how I feel my thought process changed. I'm much better at actually able to identify the salient points in what I'm reading now. I'm definitely increasing the speed of my reading, never been a strong point of mine, and speed reading generally meant that I wasn't taking in the information. But I find that I'm focusing a little bit more because of maybe just the way I'm viewing it, and I'm definitely picking up an awful lot more. My analysis is definitely has improved, understanding different perspectives, biases, people's arguments, their proposals, and really getting kind of stronger. I won't say strong, I'm just getting stronger at actually understanding that. Criticism, I'm getting better at looking at articles and criticising them, but in a very positive way. So positive criticism and building on that, and in a critique sort of design kind of way, building on that and bringing it to the next level, and also understanding as well as by what they're criticising. And as I said, identifying the arguments, I'm getting there a lot quicker now. And I have to say it's been a real positive change on my own person. So this is actually pushing me out of my comfort zone, making me actually lead things myself, which I have to say has been a very big welcome change. Like I do it in my job, but now having that sort of challenge from like 7 a.m. and when I get up, well, get into work about 8:15. So from 8:15 right through to like 9:30 in the evening, I'm just building on like my actual knowledge and everything else around me. So it's really, really powerful, and it's something that I'm really improving on. I have to say I am quite enjoying. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned. I'll probably do another video probably in the next day or two, just around a few other pieces I've learned. If you like it, click like, and if you want, share the video please, and please feel free to connect with me. That'll be fantastic. Okay, thanks guys, all the best, bye bye.